Welcome to the Linecheck podcast. It's me, your host, Brennan Villarreal, and today I'm in the studio with Matt. How's it going?
How's it going, dude?
It's going great.
Yeah.
So how I met you was through Andrea, your fiance, who we had on the podcast some episodes ago.
Masfino, please.
Yeah. And recommended you to come on because you're a chef yourself.
Yeah. I'm a chef.
Yeah.
Unfortunately chose this life choice many years ago and I've stuck with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're on here because you started your own business.
Yeah.
Called TasteBuds, right?
Yeah, well,
Did I
the
say
handle's
that right?
Taste. Well,
Okay.
It's just TasteBuds.
Okay.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been telling
yeah,
everybody,
just-
I'm like,
trust me.
TasteBuds.
Yeah. I get every iteration of it on emails
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, I just call it TasteBuds.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about what that is and to the audience?
Yeah. So TasteBuds started back in 2019, originally as just a pop-up concept that I created and was doing outside of cooking from the kitchen, and gradually just turned into a snack company through COVID. Through the global pandemic, I leaving the restaurant industry, I took a year off to just kind of enjoy myself, and through that time, I was going to farmers markets and building those relationships with farmers. And it was pretty slow pace at first. We couldn't do pop-ups, wasn't working in the kitchen. So, at a year in, I was like, all right, I kind of need to do something.
Yeah.
Getting into the snack industry and creating my TasteBuds gummies was kind of like a happy accident. I was, at the beginning of COVID, I was making as everyone was making sourdough bread.
Yeah.
And so I fell into that, and then I started making preservatives with all the extra fruit that I would get from farmers. So I was making jams and marmalades to go with the bread, and a year in, I was like, all right, I need a product to sell, but jams and marmalades aren't it? I like this.
I know so many people that make jams and keep doing it. I love it.
No, it's
good.
great, but that's not flying off the shelves.
Yeah, exactly.
It actually, the first batch was I made a citrus marmalade, and I only had X amount of jars, and the extra bit I was like, all right, well, let me get weird and let me just what happens if I dehydrate this? And so I dehydrated it, and then the next day it came out all tacky, and I was like, oh, this is kind of like candy. And then a light bulb just went off, and I was like, why don't I make candy? And then just kind of fell down the rabbit hole of how do you actually make candy, because I'm not dehydrating 1,000 pounds of this, that's how it kind of started and just took off.
Dang, I love candy.
Yeah.
I love sour candy and fruit gummies and candies.
Yeah,
I'm not a big chocolate person.
See,
Sorry,
actually, I'm the opposite.
Really?
I love chocolate.
Dang.
I love gummies too, but I feel there's certain people that are they're into candy, but then the people that are gummy fanatics are really into it, And I feel TasteBuds provides this alternative product that you can't find nowhere else in the market.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So how long have you been cooking for?
Forever now. I've been in the industry since out of high school. Kind of started at a local pizza shop of working there, and then after my first year in community college, just kind of dropped out and went into culinary school. And then during culinary school, I was working at the pizza shop, and then I got my first internship and job at the Water Grill in downtown LA, shucking oysters and prepping. And then from there, just kind of bounced around as a prep cook, as a busser. And then my first like real gig that kind of like took off was at the Black Cat in Silver Lake. That was like where I really like finally got the hang of it and like kind of just took off from there.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
And you worked. Where was the last place you worked at before the pandemic?
Well, technically, I was working at Pajoli. They had opened up, maybe the season before the pandemic. I was there for a couple months, and then the pandemic hit. But before that, I was working at Providence.
Oh, sick.
That was my like, I don't know, my like peak of my career is like working at Providence. 2 years there. We were there when Chef Michael got the James Beard. We regained the 2 stars, and that was just like a really insane time period to be there. Yeah.
Me and Zarek, we both worked for Simmerusti for a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, for like a year.
Where at?
At Best Girl when he opened up over there.
Yeah. I've never been, but yeah, that was like under his umbrella for a moment.
It was cool for a second.
Yeah.
Zarek was like his like son. He wannabe son. He wanted he gave Zarek his card. He's like, hey, if you're interested in working at Providence, hit me up.
It's a dangerous invitation.
He was like 18 years old.
Really?
Yeah, he just got out of high school. That was his first job. He's like on Garmager, like doing oysters with Simmerusti. Like,
wait, when were you there?
2015 or 16? It was 2018. Oh, 17. 18.
Damn, we crossed paths. Yeah, I was there from 2017 to 2019. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Times working at Providence were crazy.
That's so cool, though.
Yeah.
I mean, Simmerusti he's a good chef. I learned a lot from him.
Amazing chef.
I didn't get like the full fury from him because I think we were like at a corporate place, the Ace Hotel.
Yeah.
But it was definitely a cool experience. So like, what flavors of gummies do you have right now that you really like?
Right now, just coming off of all the like summer fruits. So the most recent being grape, watermelon, peach, and strawberry.
Nice.
Yeah. That's really like the highlight, like peak seasons, like all the fun stuff. Off season, you get like heirloom apples, mandarins. I did a hibiscus one before, and also blueberry. Yeah, but
those all sound really good.
Yeah, all the summer fruits are like really hit.
So are you have any of the gummies like selling at like little stores right now, or plans at, like Whole Foods?
No, not yet. Yeah. It's tough, man. I mean, right now I'm in like a lot of smaller like retail shops around LA, and getting your product into the big boy store is just like a whole other beast, and it's really tough when it's in my case I'm the one sourcing. Producing,
doing it all by yourself.
Yeah, man, I'm a one-man band, so it's really rare.
That's tough.
Yeah.
There's this. It's called like La Croix, but it's like the Filipino Asian one called Sanzo.
Okay.
But that guy started his company like in his apartment in New York, and then he like sold it for like $3 million or whatever X amount to Whole Foods, and like, but like he was making like these like like tonic waters in this like apartment like with Filipino flavors, and then it's like took off and then just sold it. Yeah.
Did he just have like the little countertop one?
Probably. Yeah.
And just going
like
up from there?
calamansi, lychee, and whatever like yuzu, and they're just like super good pomelo.
Yeah.
But it's like those are like cool stories of when like people go and do like their own little thing.
Yeah.
And then it just like blows up.
It's really rare, man, and I'm still trying to figure it out because right now it's like I said, it's just me, and I'm also just like self-funding this. So just hearing other people's experience in the industry where they're not manufacturing their product, they're not distributing their product, they're not even funding their own like business. They still kind of have like the same struggles, but yeah, as a self-run entrepreneur, it's like I feel like 10 times heavier, you know,
totally.
like you know, like investing, you know, your own stuff and making it, it's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, like when I see other restaurants and I feel like they don't know what they're doing, but like someone gave them money or they had the investors to make this operation work, but like it's not working at the same time.
Yeah.
I was like, why can't this money just come to us so we can like do what we want to do and make it be successful?
Yeah, you know, people that actually know what they're doing.
We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just it's tough, and I'm you know, I'm in a really like fortunate place that most people you know, most people don't have the opportunity to like build something like TasteBuds, you know. So I just gotta like run with it with the opportunity that I do have to make it something.
Would you ever consider adding some CBD to your gummies?
Yeah, that's just like a running joke with like my friends. Like, these are great, but you know, let's make it even better. Put some weed in there. Yeah. And I'm like, no, dude. Like, everything does not need to be weed.
Yeah,
does not need to be.
Everyone
weed,
kept asking me, he's like, "Oh, does it have weed?"
Yeah,
I was like, no, it's just regular gummies.
Yeah,
just regular gummies. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
it's like they don't want.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the biggest stoner, but like you get me like one like gummy edible, I'm out. So
you know,
like,
you know,
it's
what?
not fun.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
just like eat one and then you're
gummy
just
edibles.
Like,
mess me up.
Yeah.
You know what would be really cool idea? So I've been training for the marathon, Long Beach Marathon, which is like in a couple of weeks, and they have these gummy gels, energy gels that I
know
eat
you talk about,
when I run to like give me extra boost. That'd be cool if you made like energy gummy gels, because some of them are like super hard.
Yeah.
And they're kind of like, they're supposed to be like a sour hard gummy, but they're like hard to eat when you're running.
Like the actual texture?
Yeah, the texture is hard. So it's like a in between, like I don't know, like you know those like harder gummies, they kind of like the like those cherry ones with the ribs on top.
Yeah, well, if it's got like a firmer texture, that's mainly through like gelatin.
Yeah.
Yeah. My gummies are pectin based, because I lean more towards like an organic product, vegan.
But
yeah.
What I'm saying
that's definitely a market I want to tap into.
Yeah, I want to tap into some like, because you're already doing the whole like organic like farmers market.
Yeah.
You know, fruits in gummy form, but like to, you know, sell them to like athletes.
Yeah.
That's like easily like a win-win, because athletes are trying to get the most like organic material to put in their body so they can perform at their peak best.
Yeah. I have some friends that are like just like bikers. They go on like long distance bike rides, and they're always like taking some on the go for that little boost.
I mean, I'll probably take some too.
Yeah.
I mean, I just ran 19 miles like
you ran 19 miles
on Friday before service. I'm crazy.
Oh yeah, on the last podcast, I think you said you're training for like marathon. Yeah. That's good for you, man.
But
that's
definitely gummies.
I'm like a 3 mile max, and
I mean, 3 miles for me in the beginning was brutal, but now like I've been doing it for a while now, so I'm like, I got this now. It's actually fun, and it's not like horrible.
That's cool.
Except for like when I got to go to work.
Yeah, right after
a 19-hour run
That's
or a 19-mile run, and then my legs are just like killing me, and I'm just like, oh my god, I can't even bend over, and it looks like someone just railed me too.
That's tough, dude. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah. But yeah, good. That would be like awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love like feeding ideas of people about different things.
Yeah, that's definitely a market that I've been like on the scope of like looking into tapping into. You know, it's a lot of crazy runners out there.
Yeah,
my mom being one of them.
Oh,
so
really?
I'm always trying to push her to give some to her marathoner friends. Yeah,
that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you got lots of in the weeds stories.
I do. I've been, you know, I knew this was coming. I feel like I have one from like every era of my,
that's what
that's
what I think too.
But I think the one that I'm gonna share is one that I don't even know if I could like speak about this legally. I don't know. It was intense.
Oh, wow. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave out like names.
Yeah, you can leave out
places.
The names.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you this scenario. So, it is New Year's like weekend. I think New Year's is like on Sunday, but it was like the Friday shift. Super busy. We had 2 services. Usually it's just dinner service, but on Fridays we did lunch before. So I was scheduled for a lunch shift. Worked the lunch shift. Everything was fine. Dinner, staff comes in. Kitchen's just packed. It's chaos. And at a certain point, I'm kind of just like extra hands, for the busy service. So I'm in the fish box, just prepping some stuff, and mind you, the fish box is like really insulated, so you can't hear a service outside. I'm in there, and then just the loudest explosion like ever, and just freaked out and step outside, and it's just chaos. And just really like scared as to what the hell's going on. Kitchen's on fire. Yeah. There's an explosion. Everyone just like rushes out, and turns out one of our cooks, because it was so busy and just crowded, there was a large rondeau filled with like hot oil. Oh, no. I know where this is going, but I knew where this is going. So he needed the space. He needed this giant rondeau of hot oil to like cool down and get out. So he did a little sketchy trick and dropped some liquid nitrogen into it.
Oh my fucking God. Jesus.
It combusted immediately, shot up, and just rained hot oil on himself and another fellow colleague of mine nearby. And yeah, like I said, just chaos. Everyone rushes out, whole scene, and then after we go back inside, and everyone's just kind of traumatized and like, what the fuck? But it's New Year's Eve weekend, and first thing is like what's fucked? Yeah, let's get like what can we spare? What's going on? And at that point, you're just like, wait, no, this is like psychotic. Like we're still open. Like no, we need to we need to like caution tape up. This is a crime scene or some shit, dude. Like, what do you mean we're still going? And like, no, it was just like, this is a train that isn't stopping.
Damn.
So yeah, we pushed, and this is one that I wanted to share because it wasn't just a personal in the weeds. We're like, because everyone has a story of like, oh, I was low on this and it was so busy. No, this is like the entire restaurant was like in the weeds, and we pushed, and that happened at like 4:00. Service is at 6 o'clock. Thanks. Everything's like tight, like nothing happened. Table 1 comes in, and we're all cheersing, and we're just like, how the fuck did we do this? Like, what the fuck? And then I stayed for the rest of the night, just being extra hands because we're down 2 people that got injured. And then just going back and forth, everyone just, what do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Yeah, and that was like, it was the most traumatizing service ever, but also like, I don't know, just like what we like pushed through, just like, I've never experienced something like that. And like the love I have for everyone that was there that day was like fucking tight. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think, we'll ever experience that.
No, definitely
if we ever want to experience something like that again.
Yeah. I have a story similar to that. It was at the end of service. So I couldn't imagine that like 2 hours prior before service. Yeah. That is horrible. Yeah. One of the places I was working at, first of all, everybody, like, when you're dropping oil or whatever, switching it out, ask for a hand. Don't try and do it by yourself, some giant like rondo of hot oil. So this guy was flushing out the oil, had the hot oil on the bottom of the fryer, and then was flushing out with water.
Oh no.
But like he should have moved the hot oil a little bit to the side, so it was still in the bottom. Slipped. Water went into the hot oil, exploded, like literally exploded. Looked like freaking geyser. Yeah, like this coming out. And we're like, oh fuck! And the line is like, the whole line is probably like like 50 yards, 40 yards.
Yeah.
And I saw him like someone running down the line, like empty line because everyone's already closed. He's like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
Oh, shit.
And it's like, and we're like, oh fuck. Everyone's like, oh fuck. And he like burned his feet because like it just went all over his feet and
immediately
like, completely burned. And everyone's like, oh fuck.
Yeah. And that's just water. I mean, like imagine liquid nitrogen, you know, if a hot pan is at like, you know, like minimum 350 degrees, if not hotter, because it's been sitting there all day, and then you get liquid nitrogen that's like negative 300 degrees. You just created a bomb.
Literally.
That was crazy. And fortunately, like, you know, not that many people got hurt. It was just the guy that did it.
Like a freaking like terrorist attack in the restaurant.
No, literally, we were like, what the fuck? And like I was in the fish box that is like soundproof. So I can't even imagine like being actually on the line and that happening. But yeah, that was insane.
That's nuts.
But I got some other good stories too.
Congratulations on not working in the kitchen anymore.
I had a few more services after that one. That didn't really push me over the edge. It was really COVID that got me out of there. Yeah. I couldn't really do the mask, and I was just like, it just doesn't seem. And you know, taking that year off was actually really nice because I just spent it going to the farmer's market, and that was like a big thing that like for me, because working especially at like Providence, you're working with the best like ingredients. You know, you're getting top of the shelf, but I never stepped foot in a farmer's market. And so during that time period, I went to the farmers markets and like started meeting the people behind the produce, and like that was a game changer for me. And like I prefer that a lot more than like going back to the kitchen. It's like I want to like be able to have like the flexibility to go to the Wednesday market or Sunday market and like see all these people, and like that's like my new like camaraderie that I don't have anymore from working in kitchens.
It's hard to go to the Santa Monica Farmers Market.
It's tough.
I mean, I have to leave at like 6 or 5:45 to like beat incoming traffic, and then get there with like time to like get what I need to get, and then come back home, and then also go back to work.
That's rough. Have you done that before?
I used to do it
That's rough.
Quite a lot for my pop-ups. But
what's the commute from here to Santa Monica?
It's like an hour.
And
then on the way back, because everyone's going still to LA. Like I come back at 9, and it's like there's no traffic going away from Santa Monica. So that's always pretty cool. But yeah, it's just like a very long day.
I mean,
it's always really nice going to the Santa Monica Farmers Market. You know,
nice.
when you do. And I know what you're talking about, like just the abundance of like vegetables and fruits that come through there is just like. You're like, damn, like what's popping off now, you know? And then you
and
like,
just
get to
seeing
taste
it,
everything and see
seeing
everything.
it change throughout the year, like that's kind of just like what sparks my creativity, you know, outside of making candy, is like, you know, if I do a pop-up, you know, just I kind of go off of like, oh, like these are new. I haven't seen, these are new at the market. I want to make something with that being the highlight of the dish, you know, and just build those relationships with the farmers. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Where do you see yourself in like 5 years from now?
Let's see. If I'm not in Whole Foods and selling my company for $3 million, I think I'm actually going to be transitioning to private chefing.
Cool.
You know, I love making candy. It's been fun, but I definitely miss like cooking. I don't know if I miss it that much to go back into a kitchen, but yeah, I want to get back to cooking and like doing private chefing.
That's funny because like a lot of the last guests that we had on here were all private chefs.
I know.
And then they're like talking to me about it. I was like, you guys trying to like get me to be a private chef too?
Yeah,
it's kind of sounding.
They're burning
nice
up the
now.
spot, dude.
Someone was mutual friends of mine is like on the side, like for Adam Sandler's family.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that's super
I would
cool.
love to cook for Adam Sandler.
Yeah, probably we wearing like his basketball shorts. And shooting hoops or whatever. I just always see him on like ESPN, Instagram, and he's just like playing basketball.
He's got the best stuff. Yeah. What would you make for Adam Sandler?
Honestly, I don't know.
I mean, I was you have to go off whatever your preferences. But if I had like an open like canvas, I think I'd probably make him like a hot dog or something.
I was gonna say a burger. Like he looks like a bird kind of guy.
Yeah, I think he would appreciate it. Yeah,
definitely.
I'm not gonna get fancy with. I mean, unless you want.
All right, who would you pick for like someone like if you can cook for anybody like famous? Who would you cook for, past or present?
Damn, this is really hard question in general, but also it's like even harder for me because I'm really bad with celebrity names. Like I'm just like you'll be like, oh, that guy that was in this or whatever. I'm like, I don't know.
Or anybody, anybody that's like that you kind of like maybe look up to, or like any cool person like. I think
living. I would probably say Shaq. That would be sick because that fool could eat.
Yeah,
and I could
I'm going to you know that in Long Beach for Halloween they have Shaqtoberfest.
Oh really?
So it's like a Shaq theme like Halloween horror night.
Oh,
I know it's so random.
Wait, does he DJ there?
I have no idea, but there's like a freaking like there's like bars like set up. Like speakeasies and like little horror mazes,
and it's all like, Halloween Shaq theme.
Shaq theme.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm going to that. Next week, but
sick.
It's in Long Beach by the Queen Mary. It's only $40.
We're tagging along.
If you're trying not to go to Halloween Horror Nights and spend like $300, you can go to Shaqtoberfest. Especially if you're a Shaq fan.
Yeah, definitely. What about you?
Let me think. I never thought about this before. So pass. Should I do past or should I do present?
Let's do present. And I'm thinking of a pass.
Okay. Dang. Who is in my presence right now? Have you ever heard of that? There's this new like podcast person, and Bobby Antolf or something like that. She interviews like celebrities, but she always asks like super random questions.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is like one of them. But in one of their like little bits she did on Instagram, they asked her a question. She's like, "Hey, I need like 3 hours to think about what I want to say." And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Let me think. I need to pick somebody super random. Oh, I know. Christopher Walken.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah.
I don't know.
I would love to just sit down and talk with that guy.
Just came up in my head right now. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think you'd really appreciate like a nice pasta.
Have you seen the Cooking with Christopher Walken?
I have not.
You have not?
Is that old or is that new?
It's very old. It's I'm pretty sure it's an old like real video of him like cooking. Whoa. But then there's a whole like SNL skit of it, and it's just a classic.
Yeah, I've seen most of his SNL skits, but I haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's like talking about shrimp.
Yeah, it's always funny. A lot of restaurants and the kitchens, they always have the Christopher Walken poster on the walk-in.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I always think that's like corny because everyone does it, but it's super funny at the same time. You can't get mad about that.
Have you cooked for any celebrities before?
At the Ace, there was always like celebrities coming in and out. I made Pink's food, the singer. Pink.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It was like a vegetarian pasta.
Cool.
That's pretty much it. I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it.
My favorite like celebrity like person I've cooked for was Sacha Baron Cohen.
Dang.
Did I pronounce his name right? Yeah. Well, I mean, like I didn't personally cook him, but he was at Province one time, and he was sitting at table 1, and like table 1 is right by Garde Manger, and like towards the end of the night, I was the only one there for whatever reason at Garde Manger, and I was just like cleaning, and his table was getting up to leave, and before he left, he just like peeked into the kitchen, and we just like locked eyes, and he just like waved to me, and I was just like, hi, and he just bounced.
If anyone doesn't know who that is, that's Borat.
Yeah, of course.
If people don't know who Borat is, then
very nice.
Go watch it.
Yeah.
Dang. Well.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I don't know what I cooked him. I'm sure it's something on the menu he ate of ours.
Okay, someone from the past now. Tell me past.
Past. I don't know who's dead.
I think I feel like this one could be a really fun one just because like you can fuck them up. Like someone from like the 1700s, and then you like cook them something that they've never had before in their life from like a different like culture, cuisine.
Cook
and they're
them
just like, what the fuck is this?
I'll cook them some Mexican Italian fusion.
Yeah. I think I'd cook for George Washington.
George Washington?
Yeah.
I just saw a whole stand-up bit. What's his name? Shane Gillis? Have you seen it? He had a whole bit about going to like the George Washington, like I don't know, I guess one of his plantations, and he like they do like a whole like I don't know like guided tour. Anyways, George Washington was scary, like, especially with his teeth.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, forgot about that.
Yeah,
I haven't heard that since like I learned it in elementary school.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want to cook for that guy.
All right, I'll take Abraham Lincoln then, because supposedly I'm a descendant of Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
Yeah, I mean obviously
you,
not
like from Ancestry.com, or how do you know that?
Like my great grandma, she like dug into like her ancestry history, and like I'm relatives of like Abraham Lincoln through like my dad's side.
Crazy. Damn.
Yeah.
Well,
doesn't show, but you know.
I guess if there's any president to be connected to, I guess that's cool.
I mean, that's tight. Yeah.
I don't know. Let's see. Pass. Damn. I know I'm blanking on like who's dead.
John Lennon. I was thinking of John Lennon for a second. I feel like he'd be really particular though.
Maybe like Robin Williams.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
that'd also be super sad though.
I know. Yeah, that's also I didn't want to get too depressed. Yeah, I know. Geez. Like, what's a fun dead for? Yeah, who's dead? That's fun. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that'd be cool. What about like a future person? I'm gonna think that.
President 2050. I don't know.
The 2024.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell no. Dang. Well, I think. Oh wait, let me cut it. This is cut for Zarek.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I'm cutting it, and then I'm gonna pause because I'm gonna do the gift bag.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So just be like, hey, like there's a gift in here.
I'm telling. Oh, like you don't know?
Yeah, I don't know. And then I'm gonna pull it out. Then we'll you can just like tell us what's all in the bag.
We should talk about that TasteBuds are sourced from. Like.
Oh, I haven't even talked. Yeah.
We haven't really explained exactly what a TasteBuds gummy is.
Okay, well we'll do it.
Yeah. We'll do that when you pull it out. Yeah.
And then like give him the 30-second pitch.
Yeah.
Oh god, all right, I hate a 30-second pitch.
Yeah. Let me taste.
All right. Has it been okay so far?
Yeah, it's good.
So we got 10 minutes.
Yeah, we'll be able to finish that.
Just a little taste test.
All right. So ready to go again, Zarek? Yeah, Action. Yeah.
Okay. Wait. No.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, there's
or is it like, hey?
Yeah, I brought something for you.
Yeah, I brought something.
Okay.
All right, cut. Okay. Action.
Hey, I brought something. No, I hate that. God damn it.
Here. Cut again. Let's do. How about it?
Have you ever had a TasteBuds gummy?
Okay. No, because then it's too cheesy. Like, good thing you have it because I brought you some.
Okay. All right.
Hold on, let me take a little.
Here, how about I'll do it? I'll just do it.
Okay.
Yeah, not a surprise. Action. All right, so Matt today brought us a little sampler bag of all of his treats.
Some TasteBuds.
It's right behind me. I'm going in the locker. I'm pulling a bag out, tote bag. Oh,
it's a heavy one.
It's very heavy. So Matt dropped this off to us today. It's a beautiful tote bag from the farmer's market. Picture of farmer's market flowers.
Great market bag. The shoulder, they got a good like swing to them.
Let's see what's in the bag now. We have a lot of gummies.
We got here our strawberry flavor, grape, watermelon,
grape.
There's a yellow one in there.
Another watermelon. Watermelon. Strawberries.
I swear there's a peach. I swear.
Strawberries. Oh, I found it. Peach.
And peach. That was the four, bro.
Dang.
So yeah, a little bit about TasteBuds. There are fruit gummies. made from organic fruit juice, and all the fruits I source from local farmers markets in LA. Source them all peak season, and it's just a way to preserve the fruits and kind of give us an alternative to our favorite gummies. No artificial coloring, no artificial flavoring. It's about as natural as you could get. And to top it off, they're also vegan because I use pectin, no gelatin. So yeah, it's a great healthy alternative to candy.
Should I
Yeah,
open one of these and taste it?
Which one you got?
I have strawberries.
Strawberries
I love
pretty good.
strawberries.
Great.
It's a really good strawberry season.
Yeah.
It came a little late because of I think the rain.
Everything came late because of the rain.
Once the rain, like I think this made everything 100% like better.
The first podcast I was on, it was an ASMR podcast, and that was a little weird. It was fun, but like I don't know, just like
yeah, I like ASMR videos.
Yeah,
like they're kind of like a sleepy thing, like watching people eat, and they're just like not talking. They're just like
you gotta grow out the nails.
Yeah,
but
very good.
Thank you. Yeah, the strawberries. Shout out to my family farms. The grapes are from Ken's. Peaches are also from Ken's, and then the watermelons are from Underwood Family Farms.
That's awesome. I love that you put the farm names on the
just introducing people to our local farmers, especially if they don't have the convenience to go to a farmer's market. This is kind of just a good way to introduce them to it. And also we're so lucky in California to have like different varieties of strawberries, of grapes, of all these things. So also list the varieties that I used. And I also add a little like infused simple syrups with like herbs, and that really like brings out the flavor as well.
This watermelon one is fire.
Good, right?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah,
I love
watermelon tarragon. It's good.
Yeah, watermelon season's almost over. I was pretty much over now, but I don't want it to. What is this zine here?
So the zine, I made that in 2021, and it's a collection of photos from the beginning of the pandemic till 2021, and as well it just highlights all the farmers and produce, and it's kind of just like a little like photo journal encapsulating that time period of people in mass, lines at the farmers markets, and it was just like my little like this introduction to that world from being in restaurants and then going to the farmers markets and be
super cool.
Yeah,
I love what you're doing, and you have a lot of intention.
Thank you.
With what you're doing, and
I
think it's really awesome, and I hope people go and buy this because it's delicious.
Some taste buds.
Get some taste buds.
Drop the Sour Patch Kids and get some taste buds.
Yeah, and make sure you guys give Matt a follow on Instagram.
Yeah,
and see where he goes from here. But it was a pleasure to have you on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, thanks for all the goodies. I'm going to share these with all my friends because what a better way to get a bunch of snacks but to share with the people, right?
Yeah. Pro tip, throw them in the fridge. They're best cold.
Ooh, got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, pro tip.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
That was your line check for today.
Thank you.
Catch you next time.
Later.
Bye.